Hey guys, it's Colin. Hope everybody's having an outstanding day. I am out enjoying this beautiful fall weather. The leaves haven't quite started turning yet, but they will. I don't know about you guys, but fall riding's the best for me. It's my favorite season to ride in. I would love, probably in a couple weeks, where I'm going to take a trip, hopefully, to the Blue Ridge Parkway and see all the leaves changing. It's such a beautiful scene to see that. A little bit cooler in the air, though, I'll tell you that. It's probably in the 50s today. So that's the drawback with the fall. I have a cool story to tell you. A really cool story. As I make sure I don't get pummeled on this four-way. So a couple weeks ago, I did a video on this upgrade that I did for the Harley-Davidson Tour Pack. Did several videos of it and got lots of comments. And one of the videos I did was my wife on the back giving me her take. And when she was riding, she loved it and all this stuff. She's like, the one thing I would really like are floorboards. Of course, all right, add more to the bill. She wants all this stuff now that I got the Tour Pack. And then we got lots of comments and said, see what you got yourself into, and people busted my balls and all that stuff and having fun with me. But there was this one comment on the video, and and it really surprised me. And I'm paraphrasing, of course, but it came from a gentleman called Blue Jim, 6559. Hopefully I got your name right there. And out of the blue, he just said, hey, I've got a pair of floorboards. Let me give them to you. And I read it again. I'm like, did this guy just say I'm going to give you a pair of floorboards for free? And I'm like, okay, that's awesome, man. And then so I sent him my email on the comment. Didn't know what they look like. And then about a day or two later, he emailed me, and we went back and forth for a little bit. And he said, absolutely no problem. I've just got these sitting around in my garage. I took them off my old 2011 Road King. You can have them. For the type of guy I am, the first thing I said is, I'm going to pay you for them. Let me give you some money for these. And he, of course, said, no, absolutely not. You're not paying me a dime. God, that's one bad thing, not to change subject, about riding on these back roads, especially on when it's a lot of Amish are out. There is horse crap everywhere. So I'm like that's why I'm looking like this, because I'm trying to dodge all the horse crap. Oh, and you could smell it too. Whoa! Back to my story. So he told me, absolutely not. You are not going to pay a dime for this. It's just something I want to do because you're a brother of mine. You ride motorcycles, so I'm going to pay it forward. So I ended up sending them to me, and I'll show you what they look like here in a minute. But back to the motorcycling community in general, it just makes me so proud to be a part of it. Not necessarily even a YouTube motorcycling community, just the community in general. You ever see that slogan from Honda where they said, you meet the nicest people on a Honda? I actually changed that. I'd say you meet the nicest people on two wheels. I haven't met a dick yet. Maybe one. Just one. I'll just leave it at that. But for the most part, 99.9% of the people that you meet are outstanding people. And they will give the shirts off their backs because you ride two wheels. And I've run into more people like that, like Blue Jim. Before I really became good friends with him, and you guys know I've mentioned to him a lot, and he's on my live streams with Harley Day Rider, is Bodine 52. And he sent me, this is probably before we really even knew each other. He used to have a Street Glide Special, and he sent me the soft lowers off them. Didn't ask anything in return. Said, here, I'm going to send them to you. I'm not using them. He traded his bike in for an Ultra. He didn't have any use for them, so he sent them to me. And there was a gentleman by the name of When Pigs Fly, and he sent me a Broncos hoodie just because he knows I'm a Broncos fan. It's named after my channel here. And they all ride motorcycles. Uh-oh. See, I can't pass this guy because I got another truck on the left up here. Now you guys got to see up close the buggies. There he is. Here, I'll go slow so you can see him. Hey! Whoa! Almost took out the horse. And all these guys just sent this stuff, didn't ask for anything in return. That's the type of personality I have too. I like paying it forward. And I see that a lot within this motorcycling community. I see people looking out for each other, looking out for your brothers, looking out for your sisters, just because you ride two wheels. I mean, how often do you see, like in cars, do people in cars wave at each other? Maybe people in convertibles or Miatas, they do. But for the most part, you don't see that, people waving at each other. And they might on a small country road, but for the most part, they don't. How many pull over when somebody's just on the side of the road? Do they automatically assume, oh, they're fine? But how many people can actually say they pull over and help somebody in a car? Some, but not all. But in a motorcycle, though, we all wave to each other, most of us. And then if you see someone on the side of the road, I'd say 9 out of 10 times you are going to pull over and check on that person. Even though they'd be fine, and even though it's rare that they're probably broken down, but they have signs for that. Someone can put their helmet on the back of the bike and you can see. But most of the time when you slow down, you put your thumbs up, you're done. That happened to me a couple years ago, where I was pulled over for a break about an hour from my house. And I was just sitting there stretching out. I had 4 motorcyclists slow down. One even pulled over and started chatting with me to make sure I was okay. Who does that? That's awesome. And I see that all from the community. It's like we've got this mentality of paying it forward and looking out for each other. And I just want to thank people. I want to thank like Blue Jim 6559 for taking the time and sending those to me. And you don't even know me. You don't even know me. You just know me from YouTube. I want to thank you, Blue Jim. You didn't have to do that, and you did. And it just, there's so much crap going on in the world today. To have people like you and to have that mentality of like, you know what, I'm going to make someone's day. And you did. You made my day, and more importantly, you made my wife's day. So let me show you what it looks like real quick.
Here's how they came out. Very simple install. Just had to take a couple of these bolts off, put it back in. Look at that. Wife is going to be happy. So thank you again, Blue Jim. Now everybody get out there and ride. Be well, and I'll talk to you guys soon.